How can we live a good life? People have been asking this question forever. We look for answers in lots of places like philosophy, religion, and even science. But there's another place full of wisdom that we sometimes forget: Proverbs. Proverbs are short, powerful sayings packed with wisdom and knowledge about different cultures. They teach us how to live well. These sayings have been passed down for many years. They show us what different cultures value and believe. Proverbs are like a bridge to the wisdom of our ancestors. They remind us that we're not alone in our struggles. They give us hope and encouragement. In this video, we'll explore Hausa Proverbs and the wisdom they hold. Proverbs are more than just sayings. They're like containers holding ancient wisdom. They carry the experiences of many generations. In African culture, proverbs are very important. They are the wisdom of many ages. The Hausa people have a rich history and culture, and they have many proverbs. These proverbs show their values, beliefs, and how they see the world. Passed down through families, they help people navigate life's ups and downs. These wise sayings cover all sorts of things, from love and marriage to family and community. They give advice on handling tough times. They teach us about patience, humility, and respect. Proverbs show how powerful storytelling can be. Hausa proverbs are beautifully written. They use metaphors and symbols to express deep meanings. This makes them memorable and makes you think. For example, the proverb "Dunia ruwa si'i" means the world is like a river. This simple saying tells us that life is always changing, just like a river. Another example is "Hanu daeba yadaukar jinka," which means one hand can't lift a heavy load. This proverb shows us how important teamwork is. It reminds us that we need each other to overcome challenges. Hausa proverbs aren't just in books. People use them in everyday conversations. They use proverbs to express themselves, give advice, solve arguments, and even make jokes. Imagine a young man rushing into a big decision. An older person might tell him, "Yihankali kada ka yiwa kafafunkariga," which means, "Don't make clothes for your feet before they're fully grown." This proverb teaches patience and careful thinking. If someone brags too much, they might hear, "Kokowa takare sai ubangiji," meaning the fight isn't over till God says so. This proverb encourages humility and reminds us that we don't control everything. Section 5. Unlocking the wisdom Hausa proverbs and their meanings. Let's look closer at what some Hausa proverbs mean. Girma ba ta tare da zargi. Greatness doesn't come with bragging. This proverb teaches us to be humble. True greatness doesn't need to be announced. Mai hankali bayashigarana da tuta. A wise person doesn't go out in the sun with a flag. This proverb tells us not to show off. It teaches us to be discreet and humble. Karaminsani masijine, a little knowledge is a snake. This proverb warns us about the dangers of not knowing enough. It tells us to learn as much as we can before doing something. These are just a few examples of the many wise proverbs in Hausa culture. Each one gives a unique view on life. They teach us how to handle relationships and challenges. In today's busy world, it's easy to think proverbs are old-fashioned. But the wisdom in these sayings is still important today. They teach us about human nature, relationships, and life in general. For example, the proverb, "Hanu dayabaya daukar jinka," one hand can't lift a heavy load, is important for solving big problems. Climate change, poverty, and injustice need everyone to work together. This proverb reminds us that we're stronger as a team. Also, in a world where everyone wants things quickly, the proverb "Yi hankali kadaka yi wa kafafunka riga," don't make clothes for your feet before they're fully grown, reminds us to be patient and plan ahead. It tells us to think about the future and not rush into things. Proverbs have lasted for a long time. They're still shared today. They change with the times, offering wisdom in a world that's always changing. Proverbs are powerful because they connect us to our shared experiences. They remind us that even though we're different, we face similar challenges and want similar things. They give us a sense of community, connecting us to the wisdom of our ancestors and people from all walks of life. Proverbs aren't just for reading. They're for sharing and talking about. What's your favorite proverb and how has it helped you? Share your thoughts and let's learn from the wisdom of Proverbs together. In short, Hausa Proverbs, with their beautiful language, timeless wisdom and practical advice, are a valuable source of guidance and inspiration. They teach us about life, reminding us of our shared values and the importance of community, humility, and wisdom. As we navigate the modern world, let's remember the lessons in these proverbs. Let's continue to share them, learn from them, and let their wisdom guide us to a better life.